How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's your boy British Chap aka Dan, and we're back with another video, Broadchurch season 3 episode 2. Now guys, before I get into this, I just want to make a quick point. If any of you have noticed that some of my previous reactions have just like disappeared off my channel, it's because YouTube keeps blocking them. I hadn't had this problem all of season 1 and all of season 2, and then the last episode I did of Broadchurch season 3 episode 1 just happened to get blocked. So I'm doing everything I can to cut that down again and to make it under fair use. I already thought it was fair use, but obviously not, guys, so I'm just going to cut that down just a little bit more and hopefully get that out as soon as possible. It may potentially mean I have to re-upload the video, so if you do see an old reaction just pop up on your feed, that's just a re-upload just in case, because obviously I don't want my channel to be like a reaction channel with reactions missing in between. It doesn't make any sense, and I've had the same problem with some of my anime reactions, so I'm working really hard to sort those out. That is also why I've been gone for a little while, guys. During my university break, this sort of stuff started to happen. I don't know why, but I'm back now, hopefully properly, so I'm going to try and keep these videos below 20 minutes just so that they don't get copyrighted. But yeah, that's enough of that nonsense, guys. Before we get into the next reaction, can we please smash that like button, try and hit 25 likes on this video. I really appreciate the support, and for anyone new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week.
Are you capable of speaking without flapping your hands about?
Yes. No.
Also, one last thing, if anyone has any suggestions of what I should react to next, let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to put them on my list. If anyone happens to be interested in Doctor Who, I'm thinking, because the Christmas special is obviously going to be coming out very soon, well I hope it is, it should be, and then season 13 should be coming out hopefully sometime next year, but yeah, if anyone's interested in Doctor Who, I'm thinking of doing a Doctor Who sort of summary video. Basically my idea so far is to rate the best and worst episode of Doctor Who from every season prior to the new upcoming episodes, so I can start reacting to those on this channel. Obviously there's a lot of episodes I haven't reacted to, so people are going to be a bit confused, like, dude, where are the rest of the reactions? Like, I've been watching Doctor Who since I was 5 years old, so I've been watching it since it's come out. Every single episode since 2005, guys. I am so damn excited to get some Doctor Who content out on this channel, so if you are interested, let me know down below. Anyway, guys, being as this is a Broadchurch video, we're going to stop talking about everything else, and we're going to focus on Broadchurch. Now, what happened last reaction? If you haven't seen episode 1 of this new season, I'm going to put the link somewhere up here. But for all of those that have already seen it, here's just really mega quick summary, being that I'm too excited to talk too much about this reaction. Basically, this season takes on sexual assault. We've got our victim who was assaulted at a party, hit over the back of the head. She doesn't remember very much. This is a whole new playing ground for Ali and Alec to try and figure out who it was. I think there's like 60 bloody suspects. The only evidence they have the edge of a condom wrapper, and they have a bunch of blue wire that was used to tie her hands behind her back. Obviously, from what I saw in the first episode, there is very little evidence for this case, and I made a huge point, how are they going to solve this? There's such little evidence, so many suspects, and I'm pretty sure like the time after the event actually happened and the report, there was a bit of a gap because obviously, you know, she was going through a lot. She wasn't going to go and report it straight away. She thought that maybe she could just close her eyes and it would all just disappear, which obviously didn't happen, which ended up in her going and reporting it. Alec is already frustrated, and Ali has already become emotionally involved, giving her a phone number. Typical Ali. But yeah, guys, so much happened. It was a slow but very jam-packed episode. If it's anything like season 2, I'll be held completely clueless all the way till the end of the season, so fingers crossed it's just as good and I get a huge shock towards the end of it. Knowing me, guys, if I don't stop talking now, I won't stop talking at all. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the reaction. Hey, you got her coffee. Is that supposed to be like one of those sort of like parallel things we actually make sure it gets her a drink?
How many extra officers have we got?
2 DCs.
Two people.
We need more than that.
Sexual offences never get the same resources as murder.
Oh my god. Dude, they literally said the same thing about Danny Latimer's case, because he's a boy, he doesn't get as much attention.
You know how many potential suspects we've got?
Less time, more suspects, less police help. Seriously, how the hell are they going to solve this? This gave me such flashbacks to season 1 when they said like they've got less police help because Danny Latimer was a boy and he didn't fit their ideal description of like media coverage, for example, of like the coverage or the desire to go out and like do something about it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the movement, the push to do something about it. Because he wasn't a young girl, it was like he didn't get as much. If these sorts of discrepancies exist, that's just horrible.
She had her hands tied with blue fishing twine. Traces of her blood were found on stones next to the water.
So that was her
Her
blood.
attacker gagged her. We've asked the Atwoods who hired the house to provide us with a full guest list, and once we have it, DC Harford will coordinate interviewing everyone
60
who was
men.
there. We also need to talk to the caterers, local businesses such as minicabs who provided transport.
There's also another road in and out of the property, so it's possible the attacker wasn't a guest at the party.
Can we get more
Oh wow,
for
okay,
searching
hold.
ground?
Oh wow. There's another way into the property. It may not be 60 suspects. It literally may be like any possible person. Like if they haven't got a contained area, the contained nighttime guestless people, then it could be anyone. For goodness sake, it just gets harder.
There were another 3 exits in use that night. No other cameras until you get back onto the A35.
So even if the attacker drove, we won't necessarily be able to track them.
No. Even harder. For goodness
Trish's
sake.
recently-
We got 2 uniform starting door-to-door inquiries in the village.
Oh, if you look at the map, it's actually a hamlet, not a village.
Thanks for that. But later this morning.
Oh, Ellie
There
does
was time
not
for
like
you, right?
her. Dude, what is with that chick? Oh my god. She just seems so salty. It's almost like she's got this weird sort of need to be criticizing Ellie. What I don't understand that whatsoever. It's like got to be some sort of like jealousy thing maybe. I don't know.
Miller, rope factory, come on.
Mela
Are
still
you
does
the
that.
only manufacturers of rope and twine in the region?
What sort of samples are you after?
One of every product you make.
We do a lot.
Ooh.
I'd like one of everything, please.
My dad's the legal owner, but he's more interested in playing golf, so he lets me run things. It's not exactly difficult.
Oh, why does he sound
If
like
you've
a
totally
dick?
got to totally make the decision to cooperate with our requests, or we'll totally come back with a warning. And I might phone your dad.
Oh, yeah, look at that little smirk.
I'll need a list of all your staff for the last 3 years.
I'll try, but...
Great, thanks.
Bruh.
Is there anything else you're going to demand?
Okay, this is for the person in my comments who says I always say this. He is so guilty, like, oh my goodness. He actually is though, like, that's not even a joke. He literally is so guilty. Maybe guilty's the wrong word, maybe I should change the word. Nah, he's so guilty.
Just because it was made there doesn't mean it was bought round here.
I feel like that boy's affected your naturally optimistic disposition, Miller.
I am never in the mood for sorry young shits.
Why did you have a fight with Ed Burnett at the party?
Oh, that's right, there was a
You
fight.
heard about that, did you? He's, a knob.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but alright. Wonder if they'll find that blue stuff at the house. Dude, this
And we'll
show...
need you to give a sample of DNA. We'll be asking everyone at the party to do the same.
Everyone seems so bloody guilty.
I was thinking,
for goodness sake.
Unless you've any specific concerns about anyone who was there that night.
You let me have a think about that.
Why do I feel like he's gonna formulate some bullshit to get himself off?
confidence on his party guest, was it?
We can't sustain a presence in Broadchurch. We're closing the offices.
For
We're
goodness
using
sake.
old resources.
So
That's
she
not
is
local
now...
news.
No more Broadchurch local
They
news.
don't- When's all this supposed to happen?
The lease runs out 4 weeks on Friday.
I cannot believe that.
I don't want a steer for Beth. I want her to help us get Trish Winterman's interview done as a matter of urgency.
You know the state Trish is
Oh.
in. We leave it 1 or 2 more days.
They're
Yeah,
gonna try and
evidence
get
in
through
court if the case
Beth
gets
to
that
do this.
far.
Well,
We wait. We delay getting a crucial piece of information and another woman gets attacked.
That's not Trish's responsibility.
No, it's mine.
and then Alex to blame if something goes
Tell me
wrong,
that.
isn't he?
Beth, we need your help with Trish Winterman. We haven't even met her yet.
I know, but we need to move the investigation forward fast. And she's on main source nowadays.
Oh, goodness.
That's not my job, Elle. You shouldn't be asking.
This is bad,
Those
guys.
meetings with clients are hard enough as it is. I don't need pressure from you.
What's
Whoever
more
attacked
important?
Trish is
The safety of the
walking about
public or,
unchallenged somewhere out here.
or her trauma? You know,
She's our main clue to
it's
finding
an
him.
unfair balance. There shouldn't have to be one, but there is. So Beth is pretty much just mediating her process with the
says
police, not
I
a
can
counsellor.
share information with other agencies if appropriate. How are you feeling about doing it?
She's nervous.
I want to talk to them. I just don't know if I'm ready.
Oh, and this is where Beth has to start asking her to do it. How could she be
You
ready?
do what's right for you. Don't worry about what anyone else says.
I agree with that
Once you're ready, I
100%.
could come with you to the interview if that's helpful.
I feel so ashamed.
Yeah, I've heard that's a thing where you feel
She
ashamed.
just killed me.
Oh no. Guys, that's so freaking heartbreaking when you hear them say stuff like that. And it's so true as well. Like, people, like, actually think these things. Like, they'd rather be going through nothing than what they are right now. We better not get another suicide, guys. I swear that's what... That would absolutely suck if we did. You know, like Jack, was his name Jack? I think it was in season 1 when, like, he killed himself because of all the shame he got from people when it wasn't even him that killed Danny. And then he ended up killing himself to get out of it. Can we please not get that this season? It would really, really suck emotionally to see a development and someone found for doing it, and you get everything right, and if something like that was to happen, it would just make it feel so bad, guys.
I don't think she'll be ready today.
Can you hold her there? We'll come by now and have a quick word.
No, she can't. She's already said that she's an independent from the police. That can't be a thing. I can't stress this enough right now, guys. Beth has a duty of care and trust with this client. She's just told her she's independent from the police and that she will do anything that the client wants. Not what Beth wants, not what the police want. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like there has been another victim. So maybe we do have a little bit of moving room. I know the time is really finite in situations like this, but like, she is broken and she needs time. She needs to develop that trust with Beth and then do the interview.
We'd also like you to come in at 4 p.m. today for your ABE interview.
Oh, Alex just taking the reins. So Alex not letting her choose for herself. Alex... Oh, not good. Ellie is not impressed. You can tell by her face.
What if another woman gets raped while we're still discussing?
I know, it's a hard balance.
No, you don't actually, because it's easy being you, Miller.
Oh.
I'm the one who's responsible. I'm the one who has to decide, and that's what I've done. So I don't want to hear anything about it.
Not good, Alec.
We just
slap him.
Focus on the ex-husband. We had genetics. What was that for?
Easy being Miller, are you kidding me?
It's not very nice seeing the woman you used to be married to drunk and cavorting with a lot of strange men.
Oh.
I mean, by all accounts, she's slept with half a dozen blokes in the last few months.
So you had an argument?
I think we probably did, yes.
But we would like to ask you for a quick DNA sample.
And do I have to? Am I legally obliged?
It's voluntary.
Well, in that case, I'll decline for now, if that's all right.
Big suspect, big time. He seems awkward, he seems honest, awkward, and a bit sketchy.
We need Trish Winterman, she's a regular.
Right, do you know her well?
No.
Oh my god, hey, hold on. Am I wrong in remembering that that was the guy that Alec was sussing out by Trish's house? Like right opposite Trish's house? Can't remember. I think it is. Oh ho ho. Guilty.
So we were talking to your radio controller and she said you developed a fault with your radio halfway through the night and she couldn't contact you.
Oh.
That's right. There was a serious sexual assault at the party on Saturday.
What, so you come for the cab driver?
Ooh.
Would you mind giving us a DNA sample?
That's a fair for me.
There's another refusal, technically.
Can we do this another time?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the bet it wasn't even broken in the first place?
Coffee. From the shack you like?
Wait, what, they're spending more time together? I'm so confused. Are they together or not?
How are you coping?
Yeah, you know. That's what they don't tell you about this job. Like, who supports the support workers?
The husbands. She's calling him, but she doesn't want him around. It doesn't make sense.
Beth, you're not being fair. You know, you can't just call me up and ask me to come meet you for coffee like everything's still the same. I need you not to give me any hope.
Take him back or don't take him back,
to be
right?
honest, didn't you?
Isn't that how it needs to be? Like, if you want him there, you want him there.
What have you done to your head? Mum.
She... Oh my god, she wants to tell her.
I'd be raped.
Guys, that couldn't be more shittoy, but I am hoping that her having at least her family there, her daughter there, will in some way, in any way, help her emotionally. Even if it's just a pinch, some sort of support that she hasn't had. Oh god, she's got so much more to go through before it gets better, but it should hopefully get better. Bro, Broadchurch always makes like everyone look guilty as hell. Suspect after suspect after suspect, and we've only scratched the surface of them at the moment.
Okay, right. Compensation check through today for having a murdered son. 11 grand it was for the family.
He's just not healing.
Even touched the side.
He hasn't found it yet, and this is such a long, painful
I think about
process.
all the time. I can't get it off my head. Joe Miller. You know, we should have just thrown him over that cliff while we had the chance, mate.
Oh my God.
We were merciful, weren't we? If I could go back and change it 3 years, then I would. Because he's out there, isn't he?
Yeah, not good. Did the right thing being merciful. Oh my God, he is a ticking time bomb. I dread to think what would happen to Joe if he came back at this point in time.
Can you put together addresses and profiles? We need to take a DNA sample from everyone.
Sure, shouldn't take long.
Well, I want it done thoroughly.
Well, I wasn't planning on doing it shitly.
What's with her attitude? Oh, it's someone that she knows on there or something.
I ordered a minicab from Budmouth Taxis.
A male driver?
Lucas, yeah, he's driven me before. We'd actually been for a drink once, sort of by accident. I think he thought I had to turn him down. This was the
Oh, so he was interested in her.
Who did you talk to at the party?
Oh.
Ian, my husband, came out, had a go at me about the cigarette, about drinking. I told him where to go again.
So that corroborates with his story?
I heard someone cough, and then it felt like I was punched in the back of the head.
Do you know who that person was?
No.
It's going to be bloody emotional for Beth as well.
And what's the next thing that you do remember? I'm sorry to ask you this, but when was the last time you had sex with a man before this happened?
Do I have to answer that?
She's been around, as the husband said, so...
Well, it's quite important. It would really help us.
It could be someone that she's been with before this, so we don't know. She needs to answer it. Or the night...
that morning?
That morning.
Can you tell us who it was with?
Well, it's nothing to do with what happened.
Was it consensual?
Yes.
And was it protected?
This is getting way too emotional now.
Please, Trish.
Right, fine. It was a stranger. I want to stop.
This is too much.
I said I want to stop.
They've pushed and they've pushed and they've pushed the boundary. There goes your trust, guys, for goodness sake. Whoever it was, though, she's obviously protecting. Maybe they were the person that did it, and she's worried that if she says something, it happens
Please
again.
don't say I told you so. See, now I'm thinking, what else isn't Trish telling us?
She may have something more to say. Wait, what? Oh my God.
Hello, you.
Hi, Dad.
I wasn't expecting to see you tonight.
She's seen him on the suspect
I
list.
need to talk to you about something.
Oh, for goodness sake, she's interfering. Oh my God, it's... Someone is... Oh, I thought so. I thought someone might come back. Okay, guys, really quickly before I forget this theory. What if the person that she's not wanting to say anything about, the person that she had sex with that morning, right? What if that person, for example, what if that was, I don't know, what if that was the cab driver? Or just use the cab driver for an example, right? That could be a suspect. Say she had sex with the guy and then ended up afterwards turning him down for whatever reason. He got clingy, he got this, he got that. Something happened, right? Then she went to this party, he saw her there. What if the person she either had sex with in the morning or the person she turned down ended up going back to get her? It was premeditated, that gives them a reason. Maybe they had a crush on her, or maybe they wanted to get with her or something. They went back for her. And then obviously now that things are coming out to the police, she's getting a text saying, shut up, or else. Maybe she's protecting herself from a further incident, because this guy is a predator. That theory can either be bang on or incredibly wrong. First things first, Alec is being way too pushy. You can understand why, the fact that, like, time is finite and you need to figure out what happened before someone else gets hurt, especially if it's a sexual predator, right? But when someone's that traumatized and doesn't want to go over stuff, it's up to them, guys. You can't force them to go through it again. And another thing, guys, in terms of Mark Latimer, holy shit. He's definitely got the worst end of that stick. Like, he isn't better at all. If not, he is worse. He literally said to Paul that if he could go back, he would have thrown him off the cliff then and there when he had the chance. He literally has revenge on the mind, guys. If Joe happens to come back, I don't know if he does come back this season. If he does come back, what the hell, guys? It may be deadly for him. Also, I'm still, like, incredibly frustrated that Mark and Beth aren't together right now. Like, she obviously needs him and his emotional support, but she can't see the fact that she You know, she either wants him there or she doesn't. You can't have that halfway man, you know what I mean? Like, they were married. You can't just expect him to just be your friend or be there when you need him to be and then just throw him away when you don't need him. Like, if you want him there, you want him there. And Mark, obviously, he said you can't give me hope, which means he still wants to be with her. What does that mean for Mark and Beth? I don't know. I'm not even sure they're going to get back together, guys. I kind of got a feeling that they're not going to. Trisha's trauma is only getting worse. Like, it's just being pressed and pressed and pressed. At least she's got her daughter there now. And as I said in my last reaction, there are way too many suspects to speculate. My biggest hunch is the taxi driver. I don't know why. She said something she had to turn him down. Maybe she did that and he made him angry. I don't know, guys. That's my biggest bet, but it's way too soon to be, like, speculating about that sort of stuff. It's episode 2. We're moving on to episode 3. Finally, guys, what about that final scene? That police officer that's been assigned to work the case with Alec and Ellie is now going to talk to her. I think that's her father. I think she said dad, who's on the suspect list, which means she's interfering with a case, and if it's him, that gives him a head start over Alec and Ellie. I honestly don't see it bringing any bloody good to any of this. But yeah, guys, that's all I have to say about the reaction. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Just a quick reminder, guys, if you do notice some of the videos don't stay up or don't go up on my channel or get removed from my channel or whatever, guys, or old ones get re-uploaded, it is simply because YouTube's been blocking them, and obviously I need to be able to change things just so I don't get strikes. But just thought I'd let you guys know. But yeah, as ever, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.